folks, it's Dominique, and today's video is going to be about Anomia, a great party card game for 3 to 6 players. Anomia is all about coming up with quick answers to the prompts on the cards and shouting out the answers before your opponents when the symbols match up. The player with the quickest wit, who ends the game with the most cards, is the winner. To start, choose one of the colored decks from the box and shuffle the cards. Split the deck and place the 2 piles face down in the center of the play area. The shuffler goes first and draws a card, quickly flipping it face up in front of them for all to see. Each card has a symbol and a prompt for a person, place, or thing. Play continues around the circle, with each player quickly flipping a card from the draw pile and laying it in front of them. These piles of face-up cards that each player has are their personal play piles. Things get interesting when a player flips a card and the symbol on the card that they flipped matches the symbol of the top card of another player's play pile. This initiates a face-off. The player who flipped the card and the player in possession of the matching symbol card must look at the prompt on their opponent's card and shout out a noun that fits the prompt first. For example, the player who flipped the card needs to shout out a cookie ingredient, and the player with the matching card needs to shout out a medical instrument. If the player with the matching card shouts out stethoscope before the other player shouts their answer, they win the face-off and receive the medical instrument card. This card gets added to their pile of cards that they've won. Play returns to following the card drawing sequence, regardless of who wins the face-off. It's not a bad idea to pass around a token of some kind to indicate who the last person to draw a card is, so that if there is a cascade of face-offs, you don't lose track. And speaking of which, the players really need to pay close attention to what is going on around them, because if, as the losing player passes the winning player their card, they reveal the next card of their play pile. If the symbol matches any of the cards any of the other players have, it once again will trigger a face-off. Drawing a new card does not continue until all the face-offs are resolved. This can make for some very frantic yelling and pointing and shouting, and especially when the players with the matching cards don't realize they match. Mixed in with each deck are wild cards. If a wild card gets drawn, it is placed between the 2 draw piles. This wild card, for example, means that the yellow diamond and the green plus cards are considered a match. So if they are both flipped up at any point, they trigger a face-off. Wild cards remain in play until another wild card is drawn and placed on top. The game continues until the draw piles are empty, and the player with the most cards in their winning pile wins. The game comes with 6 unique color-coded decks. Every single card is different, so you can play again and again with all sorts of different prompts. We've had great fun playing Anomia, and the more people, the better. The game could also really easily be retrofitted to be played in teams as well. The anticipation of matching cards getting flipped, keeping track of everyone else's cards, and being ready with an answer to the prompts keeps players on the edge of their seat with each flip. For more great party games, check out the Comic Hunter or comichunter.net. Happy gaming!